name's Albert Cantera. I met John when he worked at the City Grill. He was like my oldest friend in Austin. In that I met him when I first moved here, and he's been just a wonderful friend ever since. And one of my fond memories is getting to babysit Rosa for a day, or for pizza one night, right? It was a great memory. But one thing that strikes me as I was sitting here today is that as existential issues happen, it's like any one of us could not be here, and John could be up here eulogizing us. And while we're celebrating his life, and I know if it was me who was gone and John was here, he would celebrate my life and his love for me, but he would feel and talk about his pain. And there's a great absence here of real pain, because he was such a dear friend. Kindness, oh my goodness, what kindness came out of him. And what came to mind when I thought of pain and sorrow and sadness was years ago. I was working at the police department at the time. We had a police officer who, deep feeling man, who had told me a story about losing his brother to AIDS. And the guy could just speak from the heart like you wouldn't believe. John was doing a documentary for AIDS Services of Austin. So John, I know a guy. I think he'd be perfect on camera. So we went to this place, and John was interviewing him. This guy spoke from the heart, and John exploded with pain. I mean, he could feel it, right? So that's why everyone in this room loved him, is because he cared so deeply about you. He could feel your sadness, he could feel your victories and the joy in your life, and he'd be happy for you. One of the surreal things for me right now is this projection here, and 21 years ago, this was where my wife and I had our wedding reception, and John was here. He was up on the stage, and he and some other friends were kind of making fun of me. It was basically what they were roasting. So anyway, that came to mind. The other kind of thing comes to mind is his novel. Rob, who's here, and I were in a writer's group with John when he developed that novel. It was such a great fun. We had a lot of good times together as he was developing the character of Randy, who was going, oh my God, that book. So those are the two kind of main things. Oh, I have one quote in my pocket that I wanted to share with you, and it's related to what I was talking about. So when I was thinking about John, I was thinking about the Greek. Johnny the Greek, Theophanes. And I looked up Zorba the Greek, a good quote from Zorba. And it says, "Look, one day I had gone to a little village. An old grandfather of 90 was busy planting an almond tree. 'What, grandfather?' I exclaimed, 'planting an almond tree?' And he bent as he was, turned around and said, 'My son, I carry on as if I should never die.' I replied, 'And I carry on as if I was going to die any minute.' Which of us was right, boss?" And I think Zorba and John would say both are right. That we know that we're mortal, we know it's coming, we don't know when, and we better live it well. And those paintings, Amy, you were talking about yours. What I love about mine is, when a photographer, say cheese, I've got a grilled cheese sandwich. And every time I see it, it makes me smile. So, and I'm just going to carry that warmth and compassion, hopefully, and have that deep love for family and friends that John was exemplary in this life. So thank you.